This segment of the Alice Stewart Show is brought to you by Aero Plumbing. For all your household or business plumbing needs, call Aero Plumbing at 1-866-PLUMBER or schedule an appointment online at aeroplumbing.net.
Welcome back to the Alice Stewart Show. 25 minutes until 8 o'clock. Stand by. We're going to be giving away 2 tickets to Brews and Barks for the Humane Society of Pulaski County coming up in just a few minutes. Joined in studio here with Laurie Lee, Republican consultant and strategist, with the midterm elections around 55 days away or so. Laurie, it's no shock that folks aren't giving 2 thumbs up to Congress and the president. It's just not happening.
It's not.
Well, you are right now, but that doesn't count. CNN did a poll, and they think 8 weeks before midterm elections, a new CNN international poll shows voters in key demographic regions favor Republican candidates heading into November, and highlighting challenges of the Democrats under the leadership of Barack Obama. But here's the key takeaway. Overall, Americans are angry with Capitol Hill as a whole. 83% say they disapprove of how Congress is handling the job. 65%, that's basically almost 7 in 10, describe this as the worst Congress of their lifetime. That's not good.
That is not good. And I don't know that I agree it's the worst Congress of our lifetime. There's some things in play that have never been in play before. Social media, constant news cycles. I mean, until the last, decade, we didn't have any of that. We didn't have all of this highlighted information. So can we really say I don't like what's going on in Capitol Hill, but I hate to say it's the worst Congress ever. But what I'd like to say is that we hire these people. We, the taxpayers, the American people, the people of Arkansas, hire these people to go up and do our bidding. We need to put some of the onus on us. Because if you're not engaged, I'm doing a lot of stuff with Get Out the Vote right now, and there's 3 million people in Arkansas. Let's just say, for argument's sake, 1.5 of them are voting age. Let's say of those, there's 800,000 voters, and only 20% of those vote. So we've got 200,000 people that are making the decisions. The onus has got to fall back on the people. We're a republic, Alice. We're a people of laws, and we get to elect these people. So the onus, while you would like to put it on the guys in Washington and in Little Rock, it's got to come back on us and say, you know what, you've got to know the issues. You've got to vet the candidates. You've got to take control of the reins if we want this crap to change.
Right. And what we see oftentimes when we see these numbers, people like their congressmen, they don't like Congress because, everyone, you have feelings about who is currently in office. Tim Griffin, Rick Crawford, Steve Womack, all of our Tom Cotton, all of the guys running that are currently in Congress, Mark Pryor, John Bozeman, all of them elected officials. We like them. It's just overall Congress as a whole has terrible ratings. And in the South, this poll takes a poll in different regions of the country. And in the South, it's a little different story. Majority of voters, 51%, expect to see the GOP take over the Senate next year. And as you know, currently the Senate is controlled by the Democrats, Harry Reid, and the mounds of 300 and so bills sitting there he can't see over. Democrats control the Senate, and 6 seats will determine whether that changes to Republicans. One of them, a key race here in Arkansas, with Senator Mark Pryor and Congressman Tom Cotton, also Louisiana and North Carolina. So looking at the numbers and the way this plays out, with 51% believing Republicans will gain control in the Senate, the people crunching these numbers say that looks good or does not look good. It looks making life difficult for Democrats in Arkansas, Louisiana, and North Carolina.
Let's hope. we can be prayerful. I will say this again. I think the Senate race in Arkansas is going to be one of the tightest races that we see. But at the end of the day, I truly believe that Tom Cotton pulls it out, and that we will have a Republican national contingency from the state of Arkansas representing us in Washington, which I think is indicative of the way Arkansans think. By and large, we're a conservative state. People are pro-life. People are pro-traditional marriage. The majority of people here have conservative fiscal values and don't believe in entitlements and a lot of government spending. And let's just face it, frankly, Mr. Pryor's on the other side of all that stuff when it comes to Arkansas. He's on the other side of the abortion issue. He's on the other side of Obamacare. He's on the other side of entitlements. And he's voted with the president who, as of yesterday, had a disapproval rating of 54% with the American people. It's been as much as 56% if you look at the Reuters poll that was taken on between the 30th of last month and the 3rd of this month. So, you've got a guy holding the highest office that, I was trying to find, people like to all the time compare him to President Bush. I don't know, did Bush ever get to a 56 disapproval rating?
I don't recall.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I've got a couple of liberal friends that'll text that to me really quick. But this is an abysmal presidency, and he's tanking every day. So I really am. And all of you out there that are going to watch the address tonight, will you please raise your hand? I am. I can't. I'm going to have popcorn. Come on over. I'm going to have popcorn and pizza, and I'm going to watch it. Maybe a cold, frosty beverage. Coke, of course.
Of course.
But I think it's going to be great that we have a conservative contingency in the Senate. I think it's great that Arkansas is going to have a Republican governor and a Republican AG. And I think we can get some things done, both on the national level and the state level.
I know. It will be interesting. And these polls, generally, as we looked at them the past year, we've been saying, let's wait till after Labor Day, And now things are shaping up. It's interesting to see the trend and the pattern, and not just a snapshot in time, see the pattern, and it continues to show the approval of Congress going down. We are going to take a break, and we'll come back. Sylvester Smith with the National Federation of Independent Business will join us about stepping into this midterm election cycle and getting a message out on that U.S. Senate race between Senator Mark Pryor and Congressman Tom Cotton. Also, now is your chance to call in during this break to win 2 tickets to Barks and Brews to help the Humane Society of Pulaski County. The event this Saturday, September 13th from 2 to 5 over at Diamond Bear Brewing Company at 600 North Broadway. Great event for a good cause. Get some cold beer, some great food, and you can bring your puppy. We'll take the second caller, 501-823-0965. 501-823-0965. And we will announce the winner right after this break. This segment of the Alice Stewart Show brought to you by Arrow Plumbing. For all of your household or business plumbing needs, call Arrow Plumbing at 1-866-PLUMBER or schedule an appointment online at arrowplumbing.net.